top 10 Nintendo Switch games releasing for July. Here we go. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Wormys Playhouse, and today I'm going to be talking about the 10 upcoming Nintendo Switch games that are releasing for July. I know summer is here and we have all these fantastic games coming to the Switch, and I'm really excited. I have to get my wallet out, so let's go ahead and get right into it. It's already the end of June, so we have a couple more releases left in June. First, we have on June 24th, Wolfenstein 2. This is a first-person shooter game by Bethesda, which is a third party for Nintendo Switch, and it looks really great. It's really action-packed, and there's a main storyline for the single-player mode. That's what I want to see in my video games, is a main storyline. It doesn't all have to be online co-op games, you know, like single-player stories. So Wolfenstein 2 on June 24th. Then on June 26th, my most anticipated game for this summer, well, at least one of them, is Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. Finally, it is coming. A few more days away. I cannot wait. I have the limited edition coming, so I will be doing an unboxing of that, so stay tuned. Then at the end of the month, on June 29th, is Crash Bandicoot. The entire Crash Bandicoot series is coming over to the Nintendo Switch. It's completely remastered in HD, so it does look really fantastic. If you're a fan of the series, well, it's coming to Switch. June 29th. So let's get right into the top 10 games that is releasing for July. July 2nd, Spirit Sphere DX is releasing for Nintendo Switch. This is a tennis game, much like Mario Tennis, which is releasing this month of June, but instead it has a 16-bit style of graphics. It really is reminiscent of those great SNES games of the good old days of yesteryear. This is a fantastic looking game. It's only $10. You can't beat that. And the music, I listened to the music for this video game and wow, it sounds awesome. You know those bleeps and boops they have for the SNES? Well, it sounds so good. And it has some kind of an action-adventure style to this game where you actually fight with magic. It's really interesting to see. I really like the 16-bit style graphics. So you got Spirit Sphere DX releasing on July 2nd. Then on July 10th, we have two games coming up. First, we have 20XX. This is a Mega Man clone. If you enjoy the Mega Man games, well, this is heavily inspired by Mega Man. And I gotta say, this looks phenomenal. It's very fast-paced, action-based. You got your platforming, it's got all these different kind of shooting mechanics, and it introduces new mechanics to that Mega Man style series. So this is a really great game that you don't want to miss out. It's only $17.99. I love this. These Nindies that is releasing on Nintendo Switch, you know, they're fairly inexpensive, and they look phenomenal. So I'm definitely going to be checking that out. That is on July 10th. Then next on July 10th, Shining Resonance Refrain. This is a JRPG by Sega, and I have some high hopes for this game, although I'm not entirely sure. There is a demo out on the Switch eShop right now, so if you're interested to see what this game is about, definitely check out the demo. I played the demo, however, it ran a little short. I wasn't too enthused by it. You know, I'm interested in the game. I'm interested in the story. It has, you know, it's a very, you know, anime JRPG-like game, and it does have this story element where it's like a visual novel story. I'm not 100% into those type of games, but you know, I want to check it out more. I wish the demo ran a little bit longer, so I'm thinking about getting it. We'll see. But on July 10th, Shining Resonance Refrain. Then on July 13th, we have two heavy hitters coming out. The first one, everyone's most anticipated game for this summer of 2018, Octopath Traveler. Thank goodness. It's finally coming. I already have my copy pre-ordered, it's sealed, and it's on its way. Well, it'll be on its way shortly. You know, this is just one of those classic 16-bit style of games, and I really like that Square Enix is remaking games of that genre from, you know, the good old days of yesteryear. That's my favorite kind of RPG. It's got the 16-bit style of graphics. It goes from an interesting 2D to 2.5D in the action. You get to play as 8 different characters, each with their own unique play style and story through the game. You go down the path with one of the characters, and then you get introduced to other characters as well, and then finally you get to collaborate with all the characters and put them all together, and they each have their own unique individual play style. I really like that. So Octopath Traveler on July 13th. And on July 13th is Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Now this was originally on the Wii U, and now Nintendo's doing a port of it over to Nintendo Switch. So that's a good thing. It's only $40. That's how I want to see my ports from Wii U to Switch. I like that. So if you missed out on it on the Wii U, well now you get to try it out on Nintendo Switch. And I do have a Wii U, but for some reason I skipped over this game. I'm not quite too sure why, because I was really interested in what this game was about. And if you're wondering, Captain Toad was originally from Super Mario 3D World, where you actually go, it's like a little mini game, and you go into this 3D cube-like style. It's a puzzle game, and you have to solve the puzzle, you have to collect stars and progress through that little cube. They're basically like a short mini game puzzle, and that's pretty much what Captain Toad is. And you know, Nintendo decided to take that concept and make an entire game out of it, and it does look really fun. I like the music, just get that Toadness. You know, Toad is a great character from Mario. And for some reason, I don't know why I skipped over it on the Wii U, but now it's coming over to the Switch, and I'm definitely going to be checking it out. I think it's perfect for the Switch, because again, you know, it's a series of mini puzzle games, and that's like perfect for the Switch, especially on the go. You can pick it up real quick, play a couple rounds, and then you're good to go. So July 13th, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Then on July 17th, we have two more games coming. The first one is Touhou Genso Wanderer Reloaded. Jeez, that's a mouthful. This is a JRPG from NIS America. Now, you know, I have high hopes, especially for NIS America, because they are bringing over Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana, and that looks phenomenal. That's one of my favorite series. So, you know, I'm giving NIS America my faith in them. I'm going to try out some of their other games. This plays heavily on the anime style of JRPGs. You know, if you like anime and manga, you're really going to like this game. It has a little bit of a story element to it, and it is an RPG, well, JRPG, heavily on anime, so that's coming on July 17th. Also on July 17th, the physical edition for Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania Plus, for only $30, you get in a full physical edition of this game. You get tons of extra content in it. You get new characters, new modes, a reversible cover, and a 32-page full art book. This looks phenomenal for only $30. You know, Sonic Mania, it really finally sealed the deal for Sonic. Brought it home to the good old days of Sega Genesis. Those were the best Sonic days. In my opinion, I just enjoy that style of Sonic. So Sonic Mania was right up my alley. It's already released on Switch for the digital version, but now you get the full physical edition. You get all this extra content for only $30. So that's a great deal, and that is coming on July 17th. Then on July 24th, we got the Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2. Whew. Now, if you know, Capcom recently released just a Mega Man Legacy Collection for 1 and 2 on Nintendo Switch, and now we get Mega Man Collection X, Mega Man X for Nintendo Switch. That's a mouthful. Capcom, what are you doing? And again, just like the previous version that came out for the physical, you get Collection 1 on the actual game cartridge, and then Collection 2 is a download. I know it sounds weird, physical and digital combined, but you know, it's $40. If you enjoy Mega Man X, you get the entire collection, both 1 and 2, for Nintendo Switch, July 24th. Then on July 27th, we get a Metroidvania style game. This is Final Light: The Prison. It's a very action-based RPG style mechanic, Metroidvania style. If you enjoy those types of games, Final Light: The Prison, it's only $6.99 on Nintendo Switch. That's a great deal. You know, these nindies again, they're just really hitting home. They fit perfectly on Nintendo Switch. You know, the whole portability. You know, when the games are just I can just cut that right now, because I'm just going on, I'm rambling. So Final Light: The Prison, $6.99, July 27th. Then finally, Code of Princess X. This is a hack and slash beat 'em up style action RPG. That's a lot of genres mixed into one game. This is a really great looking game, right up my alley. You know, it's got the RPG mechanics. I like hack and slash games. It's a beat 'em up game, a good old fashioned beat 'em ups game. That's what we need on Nintendo Switch. I haven't played a good beat 'em up game in a very long time, so finally that we're getting some of these coming to the Nintendo Switch, and it's only $40, so that's a great deal. Again, the Nindies, they're knocking it home. Isn't it knocking it out of the park? Knocking it home, does that even make sense? But I'm actually really excited for this game. I already pre-ordered my copy of Code of Princess X, because you know, Amazon Prime, you get that 20% discount on all pre-orders for physical edition releases. It actually does look like a really great game, so I definitely recommend checking out the trailer, because I think you're gonna enjoy it. So Code of Princess X is releasing July 31st, and that's gonna be the last game for July. There's tons of great games coming. My wallet is going to be hurting, and that's just 10 games right there for July. There's tons of more coming out in July as well. If you just search the Nintendo eShop, there's so many great games coming, a lot of third-party games, and the Nintendo Indies, those Nindies are all on there. A lot of great games. You know, they're fairly inexpensive. Just dive into the eShop and check them out. There's lots of demos out for the majority of these games that I'm talking about. You would be surprised if you just check the search option for for, you know, games with demo, well, there's tons of demos that you can, most of these games I just announced, there's demos for you. Octopath Traveler, for instance, there's 2 demos, not 1 but 2. So that's gonna be it for today's episode. These are the 10 upcoming games for Nintendo Switch that's releasing in July. So thank you for joining us for another episode of Wormys Playhouse, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. Talk to me, because I'll talk to you back. Thank you for joining us for another episode. We'll see you then. Bye! The DLC outtakes outroll. Roll the credits! Touhou Genso Wanderer Reloaded? I can't say that. Then on July 24th, what? Then finally on July 3rd, Code of Princess X. EXX. Code of Princess X. X. Then finally on July 3rd, what am I talking about? Why can't I say this? Roll the outtakes roll. Does that even make sense? Hack and slash beat 'em up action RPG. This is an action? No, it's not. This is an action pack. I can't hack and slash. Say those words.
Say those words. Say those words.